Aloha G14, welcome back to sunny Honolulu. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I am your first port master and this is Captain Christina here to give you a little bit of information about how the voyage of the second semester is going to turn out. So, without further ado,
where are we, Dan?
We are right down here at Waikiki Beach, where we saw the lovely fireworks out on that pier.
Oh.
Where some of us were almost washed away and other ones enjoyed the magical fireworks. But it's good to be back.
Great. Thanks, Dan. Captain Christina here, checking in. Wanted to welcome you all to Term 2. It's only been a week, but we're already sailing forward to port number 1 with our trusty port master here. We wanted to introduce you, you're familiar with TED-Ed platforms, but we're really going to use them in this second term. So check out, over to your right, you'll see where it says Think, Dig Deeper. Right now you're on watch, and there's a discussion section. So do note that each month we'll have one of these, and the Think section is this month where you will answer your 7 questions which make up your spring planning for success. The other thing that you'll notice under Dig Deeper is everything that we say right now will be written there with hot links to all the key documents. And lastly, you'll see the discussion section. So if you have questions, you're running into issues, use that, and staff and our port master will be checking in on that and answering questions as they come up for you, whether it's related to your capstone or otherwise. So that's the TED-Ed platform. Now I just want to mention the Port 1 requirements. There are 3 of them. Can you remember what they are, Dan?
Yes, I do believe so. Well, at least I remember the first one, which is the updated planning for success. You're going to take those 7 questions that we all did way back, and you're going to answer them again after doing everything that you have been through this past semester. So hopefully the answers will change. That shows growth and maturity. For others of you, if it doesn't change, well, we love you anyway. So, the second part is you are going to have to fix your capstone plan. What are you doing this semester? What is your project? We want to know, and so does the rest of the cohort. So, there will be some stuff sent out. Christina will talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, actually, I can jump in there.
Yes.
There'll be 2 templates that you can use. We decided to use these to help you out. The Social Lean Canvas, which you'll recognize if you want to use that to organize your capstone project plan. Or secondly, since so many of you are doing workshops, we have something called a workshop plan. And that you'll see you just go through, enter into the boxes so that you know exactly what's going on and we can clearly say it. And then the last thing relates to peer learning circles.
Peer learning circles. I hope everybody remembers who their peers are. I certainly do. You will be meeting with your peer learning circle at least once a month, if not more, up to your own discretion. But the first meeting is scheduled for, what's the date again? January 10th, to go over these various requirements that these... Alright, sorry about that, a little technical difficulty, but we are on the peer learning circles. So once you meet with them, with your different group mates, what we would like to happen then is for at least one of you in your peer circle to kind of make a synopsis of your meeting. Where is your group members at? And post that to the G14 Facebook page so that way the rest of the cohort can keep up and see what is going on in these circles. As we're continuing, we are trying to make this more collaborative since we're not sitting in the classroom together, so the Facebook page is going to be one of the ways we can continue our dialogue and feel like we are part of a unified cohort. The other part is with the Facebook page, is it's not just limited towards your peer learning synopsis. As you're doing your capstone projects, as you're meeting with people in your various travels, please feel free. Take pictures, take videos. We want to see you in action. Like we said before we left, you are back in your home contexts or where you are right now. And it's a very different side of you that we didn't all get to see when we were all together. So this is a way, instead of us all traveling to the 15 different countries, that we can keep up and see you in your natural environment and seeing you shine based on everything that you have learned here at this program. So keep that Facebook page updated and engaging, and that will be the place for the discussions. As Christina said, on the TED-Ed page, that's where you can post your technical questions in the discussion group if you're having a problem, if something's happening. But on the Facebook page, this is a chance for us to get together, to be together virtually and see what everybody's happening. So,
And to add some friendly competition, once a month we'll pick the most exciting, interesting post, and we'll send that on to the larger East-West Center community, and they can use it for their online or other publications.
yes. So, be the face of EWC for future cohorts and future people.
Exactly. So just to highlight, if you're feeling still a little bit confused and wanting some inspiration from alumni, check out the G12 capstone highlights. It shows all the capstones that they did, and you might get some ideas. So check that out under the Dig Deeper. It's hot linked. As well, if you're starting to forget what was in the tome, the actual program guide, and you need more details about the second term, click on that link and it'll give you all the official data. I think that's about it from us, Dan. Do you want to mention something about meetups?
I do believe so. I know we just parted ways, but as we were talking about before we all took off, there will be our certificate ceremony come May. So as the discussion unfolds, please give the feedback on where you would like to try to meet up as much of the cohort as possible, and inviting the rest of the APLP alumni from previous cohorts. Right now, the two highly contested runner-ups are Beijing and or Honolulu. So if you have any other ideas or places that we can go, please post them for discussion, and so that way they can be seen. But do that in the next month or so, because we will need time to plan and reach out to alumni to get that moving. So just keep that in the back of your brain, let it percolate a little bit, and hopefully we can get all together again come May and celebrate a successful completion to G14.
Speaking of that, if you really do want to receive a certificate, a friendly, somewhat threatening statement, but it is true. In order to receive a certificate to actually graduate from the program, you need to finish all the requirements of each port. So these are not only things we hope that you do, they're things that you'll need to do in order to complete the program.
I have talked to Nina, and as much as it pains us to say, you will be disavowed if you do not complete it, which means you will have never existed in our G14 cohort.
Erased from the database.
Erased from the databanks and from our memories. So please, it's not a lot to do, and we are all looking forward to doing it. So please complete everything and send it in, so that way we can judge you. I mean, see what you're doing. All right.
Thanks, guys, and happy sailing.
Happy sailing.
We'll see you at port number 1 on Jan 10.
Yep.